Elton John had to make an emergency landing as his private jet broke down mid-flight. The incident almost cost the famous singer his life, and people think Meghan and Harry are to blame. Why such a brazen accusation against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for something completely as unrelated as jet malfunction? Well, keep watching to find out. Elton John was on his way to his concert in New York when his jet broke down mid-flight. The jet was up 10,000 feet when the pilot noticed that something was not right. The pilot was quick to notice that the hydraulic system, which is used to steer aeroplanes, malfunctioned. To make matters worse, the jet was also flying in turbulent weather conditions. Talk about a candle in the wind! Phillip, a plumber who was working as the events transpired, recounts the incident, saying, "The plane was being battered by heavy winds and couldn't make it. The aircraft's nose was far too vertical. The plane was descending and was halfway along the runway when it gave up trying to hit the tarmac. It soared back in the air. A crowd had gathered after word went around that Elton was in difficulty, and as the plane came around again for a second attempt to land, the storm was doing its worst. Luckily, the pilot was able to land the plane on his third attempt, and the singer was saved." Elton John reportedly said that he was shaken by the whole incident, but because he had a show to get to that day, he wasted no time and booked another flight to get to his show on time. What a legend! Even though the superstar wasn't as bothered by the incident, his fans were, and they started pointing fingers at Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, for overusing the jet. The couple reportedly flew 6 days a week on Elton's jet, which might have been a factor for the jet hydraulics to malfunction. Wow, talk about overstaying your welcome. Harry and Meghan have been in the news for their antics with the royal family. Once they broke ties with the royal family, they were practically exiled from their royal title and are now seeking refuge in America. Elton John, the famous singer who was a close friend of the late Queen Diana, took it upon himself to give Harry and Meghan asylum here in the States. "Prince Harry's mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, was one of my dearest friends. I feel a profound sense of obligation to protect Harry and his family from the unnecessary press intrusion that contributed to Diana's untimely death. He even decided to let them borrow his own private jet, which he barely uses anyways. Harry and Meghan looked tired from all the media backlash. He even heard Harry once saying that he was losing it. The singer decided it'd be a nice gesture to offer the couple his jet so that they could enjoy a nice vacation away from all the noise. Now, I can understand when someone offers you something, you be polite and accept it. But to take advantage and overuse someone's kindness is going a bit too far." But even then, the legend defends Harry and Meghan's actions by stating, "To maintain a high level of much-needed protection, we provided them with a private jet flight." But what the fans are not happy about is the fact that Harry and Meghan are coming off as hypocrites for using private jets all the time, as they themselves are big advocates of climate change. Charles itself characterized climate change as one of the most pressing issues facing mankind. But here they are flying around the world 6 times a week on a private jet that makes a much bigger carbon footprint than a regular commercial airline. They pontificate about helping people and the planet, and then they take private jets, royal expert Tom Quinn writes. They tell people to look after the environment, and then they don't look after the environment themselves. It's enormously hypocritical. And to make matters worse, they've now bought their own private jet. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been spotted flying their own private jet, Cessna 680 Citation Sovereign. Their 5,500-mile trip from Farnborough, England to Santa Barbara is estimated to have emitted nearly 60 tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, according to a chartered flight provider. Which is a big deal because under the terms of the Paris Agreement, a person should only have 2.1 tons of carbon dioxide in their annual carbon budget, which aims to keep global warming far below 2 degrees Celsius. According to the Times, Prince Harry and Markle exceeded that amount by roughly 15 times in a single flight. How can you call yourself a climate activist when you can't even lead by example? When Elton John was lending his jet to the couple, he at least made sure he paid for the flight to be carbon offset, to support Prince Harry's commitment to the environment. Carbon offsetting allows passengers to pay extra to help compensate for the carbon emissions produced from their flight. The money is then used to fund environmental initiatives that reduce air pollution, such as solar panel installation or tree planting. Are Harry and Meghan the environmentalists they claim they are, or is Elton John doing a better job than them? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single video from us. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.